Hi there, and welcome to Mercury Retrograde. Today, the 26th of February 2026, we have the first Mercury Retrograde of 2026. So, Mercury Retrograde, as we know, occurs 3 times a year for approximately 3 weeks every time. And it's always our opportunity to go within and relook, revisit, reassess, refigure whatever we're working on. Because Mercury is the planet of communication, of thinking, of speaking, of travel, of movement. And so, he's really about action. He and Mars are the two planets in the zodiac that take care of the action that we take in life. And so when either of those go retrograde, it's time to not take outside action, but to look at what inner action we need to take. Now, the Mercury retrogrades of 2026 are very interesting because they all are going to fall in water signs, which means that every single one of these Mercury retrogrades are going to be about you reassessing, revisiting, and relooking at your emotional body and whatever that is going on with it. So if we had, which we will have later in this year, the Mercury retrogrades later this year, there'll be one in Scorpio. So when we're in Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, we're really looking at where we have to look at where we and reassess and relook and revisit our feelings of victim mentality, of feeling like we're disempowered, or feeling like everybody's picking on us. We've got to look at the stories that we're telling ourselves. So with Scorpio retrograde, it's very much about that victim mentality. And when we have a Mercury retrograde in Cancer, which we will also be having later this year, that Mercury retrograde is very much exploring your ability to love yourself and to put a worth on yourself. So again, looking at what you do, what you feel about yourself, and how you can revisit and relook at that. But this Mercury retrograde that we've just started going into until the 20th of March is in Pisces. So what that means is that we're going within to reassess and relook and revisit the stories that we tell ourselves, because Pisces is ruled by Neptune, so it's the energy of illusion. So when we have a Mercury retrograde, we're going within to have a look at the stories that we tell ourselves that just aren't true. What lies do you tell yourself? I mean, and are you lying to yourself or kidding yourself or whatever about what you really want from life, about the relationship you're in, about the job that you've got, about how you get along with people around you? Are you true to yourself in all of those things, or are you playing the game to get along with people, or shutting yourself down so that you fit in, or just basically lying to yourself that this just does not work for you? So these next 3 weeks are going to be a bit of an emotional roller coaster, because you're being asked to really get real with yourself. What do you want moving forward? And this has to be based on what you want, not what people want from you, not what's expected of you, not what you've always done before, or not what is your schedule or your routine. It's about what really inspires you. And to also look at within that, I mean, even if you're on a really good path and things are going really well for you, you've got to re-look at that and see, is it still aligned with who you are? Or are you just in it now for the money? Or are you just in it now for the kudos? Or are you just in it now because you don't want to change, or you don't know what else to do? You've got to be doing whatever you're doing now because it's your passion, because it's your purpose in life. So when we have Mercury retrograde in Neptune, as in Pisces, it allows us to really reassess ourselves and to look at any illusions that you're living under. And the powerful thing, I mean, that's sort of not so much the negative thing, but that's the work side of what we do with Mercury retrograde. But it's also a brilliant opportunity to make more use of your intuition and of your creativity. So a brilliant time, if you're looking for answers, if you're looking for direction, if you're looking for motivation, whatever you're looking for, you need to go within. Do more meditation, do more automatic writing, do more, have a session with somebody, whatever it is that you need to allow yourself to be more empowered and to be looking at your life through the reality, but from that higher spiritual perspective. So what can I really do in this lifetime to make myself feel purposeful, to feel successful, to feel abundant in every way? What do I need to align with within myself for this to be my outside motion once Mercury goes direct on the 21st of March 2026? So a little bit to think about and go within, but I would really encourage everybody to do lots of meditation, to do lots of time just being with yourself, being in nature and being still and quiet, so that you can align with that part of yourself that feels into everything. Because as we're moving forward in this year of sovereignty, what you feel and what you believe inside of you is going to be your most powerful tool moving forward. We're moving away from being told what to do. We're being moved away from dancing to anybody else's drumbeat but your own. So be proud of that, be powerful in that, but make sure that what you're doing and what you want to take action with, and whatever your project or dream or aspiration is at this time, that it is what you really want, and it is making the best of all of the beautiful traits and abilities that you've brought into this lifetime with you. So enjoy this retrograde period, and I'll be back to talk to you again soon. Bye.